Hi everyone, welcome back to Initial Thoughts, series in which we talk about the films. Today's film under the spotlight is The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, starring Samuel L. Jackson, Ryan Reynolds, and Salma Hayek, and is of course the follow-up and the sequel to The Hitman's Bodyguard, released in 2017. So straight away I should say that I really enjoyed the first one. It wasn't a groundbreaking film, but it was a lot of fun. The comedy was great. Ryan Reynolds is always hilarious in most films he's in, if not all, bar the Green Lantern. And obviously Samuel L. Jackson is great, especially when he's in more of a humorous role. Obviously he can play the same serious characters well, but actually in a comedy film he can really shine. And certainly the first film was a good indicator of that, with the two of them bouncing off each other really well, in like really memorable comedic exchanges between the two. Obviously the deadpan nature of Samuel L. Jackson with the kind of dorky, nerdy quirkiness that Ryan Reynolds has, and I mean it's that natural Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool's the most obvious example for Ryan Reynolds, but all of his comedy kind of blends into one. That sounds like a critique, but it's not. He's genuinely funny in all he does at this moment. And even though I did enjoy the Hitman's Bodyguard, it really doesn't break into that top echelon of comedy films. It's kind of forgettable. I know I said a minute ago about the memorable scenes with them, and that's kind of what sticks in your head. But as far as the actual story, I couldn't even tell you who the villain was in the first film, so that kind of says a lot about the memorability of the film. And that brings me on quite nicely to this film, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Again, the fun is there, the comedy's there. I mean, there was a lot of laughs. But again, how do I say this without being a critique? It just hits the beats. You know, the comedy film makes you laugh. The story, I mean, I finished watching it about 20 minutes ago and I don't think I remember half the film. And that's maybe me suffering from short-term memory loss. But I don't know. That maybe I'm a bit conflicted. I had fun. It made me laugh a lot at times, but there was also a lot of story, and the film, I think the story writers maybe thought that the story was stronger than it was, and our care for the characters was stronger than it was. But I should definitely mention the dynamic that was in the first film with Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds is here in abundance, along with Salma Hayek, who actually was the star of the show at certain points. I thought she was definitely one of her more memorable roles, because she was hilarious at times. She actually stole the show from the other two. So definitely big props to her for this film. You know, to be honest, it's hard to be too serious about this film or comedy films like this. It was just good fun. You go to the cinema, you get a laugh, you go home. That's it. You know, it doesn't leave a lasting impact. You know what you're in for when you get to see a Ryan Reynolds film like this. You know, if you've seen the first one, you could probably guess what this film's like. You know you're going to enjoy yourself, have a bit of a laugh, kind of switch your brain off a little bit. You know, there's a lot of decent action scenes, but it's the comedy exchanges that you're there for, and they're here in abundance. So I think you would have fun with this film. It would certainly, if you're on the fence about it, I'd say give it a go. As you can see, IMDb has gave it a 6.5 out of 10, and IMDb, I am right there with you. I'm giving this a 6.5 out of 10. I enjoyed the film. It made me laugh, and that's all I can really ask for, but there wasn't any real lasting impact. So, and for reference, I would say the first film would be a 6.5 out of 10 too. It's hard to say one was better than the other. They're both good fun. If you're on the fence about seeing this one, or if you haven't seen the first one, I think you would still enjoy this. I think you would still have fun. The story's pretty easy to catch up on. Give it a go. give it a go. That's my review. So that's my review for The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me. I really appreciate you checking out the video as always. If you like listening to me talk about films, that subscribe button is down there. Do you see there? This is audio, so you can't see where I'm pointing, so just there. Hit that. And if you did enjoy it, please leave a like. I would really appreciate that as well. Lots of appreciation. It's a mutual appreciation society over here. It really is. And yeah, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to listen to me, and I will very much see you in the next initial thoughts. Bye guys. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Before you go, here are 2 of my other videos, along with my socials, to keep up to date with new information and new uploads to the channel. Much love everyone.